Hey everybody, so when Ito posted this challenge, I jumped on it because I've been collecting for about, I think, 8-9 years now, and I've never done a game room tour. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I could always use the experience of video production. So this is one of my NES shelves. I'm currently at 717 games at the time of this video. Pretty soon I'll be at 718. Here's the second shelf, along with all the 64 Genesis games that I have. Just some more of the game room. There's some of my box systems, a few of my toys, and then on my wall I have some of my favorite Genesis games shelved up. My Ghosts and Goblins cab, I do need to get some work on it. It's a little fuzzy. I've tried to dig around in there, but can't figure it out. Some blackout curtains. And then my Neo Geo Big Red conversion cab. It's a 4-slot. I got it off Craigslist a couple years ago, and it was probably my biggest holy grail item. Then in my closet, I have a lot of my storage, a lot of knickknacks. It's pretty hectic in there, as well as my Neo Geo collection, all of my MVS games, my AES games. The majority of the MVS games are in shock boxes. They look nice, and then some of the overflow, it's a little messy. Here's my main setup. I think I have about 7-8 systems hooked up right now. Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Neo Geo. They're all hooked up to 2 switchers going into the LCD TV, and then occasionally I'll play some games on the CRT, which was my first TV growing up that I played a lot of games on. Some more of the game room. Here's a couple storage drawer units. They've gotten a little messy as I've gotten more stuff and a little out of order, but they do help. My Vectrex collection. And then I mentioned that I have blackout curtains, so light doesn't get in my room, which runs the risk of mold and, that kind of stuff. So I have a dampered bag that takes away any moisture. And I do have some toys in here. I'm not a huge toy guy, but I do like stuff that I grew up with. So I do have a lot of the Joes that I had growing up. And then the game room actually goes outside into my wall of the bedroom. My wife has books on her side, and I have my games on my side. It's the majority of my disc games. 360, PlayStation, PS2, Wii, as well as quite a few imports. And then I do have, a few other systems on there. Master System, 32X. And then in the living room, it's most of the modern stuff. Mostly PS4. I also have my 64 setup, as well as my Omega consoleized Neo Geo MVS. My wife and I like to play Bust and Move a lot on it, so I like to keep that in the living room. Yeah, I'm definitely running out of room. A lot of 360, Xbox One, and then I have my PS4 and Xbox One in the unit. And then going to the garage, I have a new addition. A couple months ago, a friend gave me a Mortal Kombat cab. It used to be Crystal Castle's cab that was converted to a Mortal Kombat cab. It was pretty dirty. So this was my first time ever doing anything like this, but I pretty much refurbished it the best that I could with little to no knowledge. I switched out all the micro switches, buttons, joysticks, and I sanded and painted all the carriage bolts a flat black. I went ahead and did the same thing to the marquee brackets as well as the screws, and threw on that little Mortal Kombat logo to make it feel more like it. So, that was my quick little tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.